Hi folks, Puffin here with your Antifa News Briefa for March 12th, 2022. This is a story about local reporting that I heard on our CPR, Colorado Public Radio, about homelessness or about politicians and public safety. And even though it's a local story, I imagine it relates to stories in every city around America, or almost every city around America. If you're in a city that has a better relationship with homeless people or is able to help homeless people, please leave comments to let me know what good examples are. But here, I wanted to complain about the way our liberal news media, because we don't have a liberal news media, we have centrist news media and fascist news media, and people like me, leftists, who speak out and get suppressed everywhere we go. But anyway, on the radio, they're talking about homelessness, but they're framing it as though homelessness is a crime. They're talking about it like homelessness is a crime. They're interviewing somebody saying, well, nothing's ever happened to them, but they changed their routines to make sure they don't, go through Union Station where they might meet homeless people because they're afraid of crime. And this person's anecdote is connecting the idea of being homeless with being a criminal. The problem with this reasoning is the crime is the thing that makes people homeless. The crime is the thing that insurance companies and hospitals and jails and stuff do, that the system does to people that makes people homeless. Being homeless isn't a crime. Now, the very rare cases where somebody gets mugged or something like that, the person who's mugging somebody is probably poor. And that's a problem. And it's a crime to mug somebody. I'm not saying that's not a crime. But to steal something from someone one on one, they're probably poor. The problem is poverty. If you solve the problem of poverty, you don't have people mugging people. So politicians should focus on that. The news story was saying, politicians talk about public safety or what they're going to do about crime. But what they need to talk about is what they need to do about poverty to stop the root cause. And the people who steal from everybody, the corporations, the big companies and stuff, they commit crimes and get away with them all the time. And the oil companies are stealing from everybody and ultimately, propping up behind what ends up being wars and stuff. We need to stop that system. And it comes down to the way we talk about stuff and the way we hold our journalists responsible for talking about stuff. So I am disappointed, but I'm not surprised and disappointed in the way they talk about this stuff because they compromise too much with the right. They compromise with fascist ideology far too much, and that's why it needs to be called out. Thanks for watching and sharing. Love you forever. See you soon.